Good morning. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching from around the world. Mark from Port Campbell Visitor Information Centre here. Welcome to Port Campbell on Victoria's Great Ocean Road. I'd like to pay my respects to the Giray Wurrung people of Eastern Mar Nation and acknowledge their deep and ongoing connection to this incredible part of country and the sea country that we're looking over at the moment as we all await for the arrival of Kuntapul, the southern right whale. Certainly been some humpback whales around which tend to come a little bit earlier. And here's the lucky few that have stayed in Port Campbell overnight, enjoying the new streetscape and foreshore there that I'm going to take you a bit of a look around. But the lucky few that will also be out and about early to enjoy Port Campbell National Park when it's at its quietest. And at this time of day, I think when it's at its most magnificent with wide angle light, as we look over Port Campbell Bay and some of the new viewing platforms under the Norfolk pines. We might go and take a little bit of a look around. Some new accommodation at Southern Ocean Motel there, some self-contained accommodation that's gone in the last 6 or 7 months. And the new viewing decks. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're watching from. I haven't seen any comments come up yet. Feel free to comment or feel free to stay silent as you wish. And it's always nice to know where you're watching from and what you may be interested in, so we can change what we're talking about. Beautiful turquoise waters. You can just see a little bit of mist levelling out on the bay. I'm going to get into a position where we can have a look at that. And about a 3 metre swell rolling in, so certainly you can see Port Campbell quite sheltered in the bay area, but as we walk out and take a look out towards the jetty, some work still going on, finishing off the streetscape there, but we'll have a look at some of these little viewing platforms that some of you may not have seen as we look back towards Port Campbell Surf Lifesaving Club, an incredibly important part of this community, keeping our community safe, healthy, and also looking after our visitors. So many people involved in the tourism industry here, from the people in the cafes, your accommodation you'll be staying in. Choose Port Campbell. Any port in a storm. For any other occasion, choose Port Campbell. And lots of sort of great little viewing areas as we look back, and we're going to take a walk right back, so bear with us if you haven't seen Port Campbell streetscape before. I'm going to take you for a little bit of a look as it certainly nears completion. Interps put back in place for the Napier, one of the tender vessels for the salvage of the Lockard that wrecked itself. Lockard Gorge, an absolutely magnificent spot to visit, 8 kilometres away from Port Campbell. So did a live from Port Campbell today because I know people come here for the landscapes, but for so many, part of the memory and part of the experience is this beautiful little haven that people get to retreat to. You can see an egret there, a wetland bird out over the ocean. It's like a cattle egret. And the morning sun on Port Campbell Bay. People just coming out, looking at breakfast options, and some that might have been out for an hour and a half already, I reckon. Enjoying the wonders of Port Campbell National Park as I said, at a time of day where it's at its most spectacular. We were lucky enough yesterday to be up in our volcanic lakes and plains just to the north. Met with representatives from all the communities to the north of Corangamite. Oh, have a look at that, listen to that. The wheeling of the gulls to the north, and I went up to Skipton and took a few little reels that I'm going to share on this channel just to show you just the diversity of experience in proximity to this incredible part of Australia. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're watching from. Not seeing any comments come in, and that's absolutely fine. But if you want to let us know where you're watching from and what you might want to see next, it might help shape what we do. It's a beautiful light under the Norfolk pines. And just that incredible contrast to Port Campbel Bay. What a place to stay after a day of exploring along the Great Ocean Road or north on our volcanic lakes and plains. How you doing? Yeah, good. Yourself? Another one of the incredible people that look after the township. You can just see a nice blend of wood and concrete and stone. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. As we walk along here and take in the streetscape and the bay, we're going to take a little walk along the foreshore that many of you know so well, that has changed quite a bit since your last visit. Come down and have a look. Plenty of places, little alcoves to sit in. And the lawn looking a lot healthier. Those of you that might remember, we had a massive storm surge event when the new lawn was laid, and it was pretty torn up. You can see here steps down, but integrated full access with ramps. I'm going to take the steps, but you can see pathway there for those in prams and wheelchairs and mobility scooters and skateboards, scooters. Let us know where you're watching from. We don't usually back up to the main street of Port Campbell, which has been levelled right out now. There's no gutters and more universal access. As we saw, like, the bay's looking quite calm. But, you know, just zoom in a little bit. You see probably about a 2.5, 3 metre swell gliding along, undercutting the cliff. That incredible interplay between ocean and the softer grey marls, yellow, harder Port Campbell limestone that sits on top that makes this incredible coast what it is. Come in and see us at Port Campbell Visitor Information Centre. There you go, a little barbecue area there, a little bit of wind shelter. Lots of perches for people to enjoy sunset and morning walks. Morning. Yeah, a quiet lot today. Not too many people chatting or letting me know where they're watching from, but that's absolutely fine. I can see that there's some people on board. But if you want to shape the conversation or tell us where you might like us to go next, please do. Lots of different levels so people can take in a view. Morning.
Morning, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, yourself?
I can see you now.
So good to see people's reactions to what they're experiencing. It's something we certainly never take for granted, but if you get the opportunity to stay in Port Campbell, or if you want to talk to us about what you might be able to get up to when you're here, jump onto the Visit 12 Apostles website or give us a call. 7 days a week we're open from 9 to 5. Nina's in there at the moment. I'll be in a second, Nina. But wonderful to speak to people from all over the globe. And show you what autumn morning looks like in Port Campbell. Hearts and thoughts with our friends in northern New South Wales that are experiencing flood at the moment. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day wherever you're watching from. Mark from